Alright, so this go around will be reacting to Dog Soldiers. Now, I chose this movie simply because I seen it taken. It was on my Amazon, or it was on my feed, and I was like, well, let me check, see, is it a UK movie? And it is. It's a UK horror, and I'm like, well, that fits in with the theme, and it's based out of the UK, so it's something that my subscribers actually have, um, you know, originated where they're from. 90%, I think 70% of y'all from the UK, so there's that. So, yeah, I have no clue what this movie's about. Absolutely none. I just seen Special Forces, Scottish Highlands, and I'm like, I'm in just on that concept alone. So, yeah. That being said, let's get into it, shall we? Beautiful scenery.
Bloody midges.
Your big girl's blouse. Anyway, now that you've mentioned work...
Camping is one thing I'll never understand. Spend all the money it requires to get all the gear, spend all that money to act like you ain't got no money. Oh, that's nice.
It's also solid silver, so don't lose it.
Gonna be an ancient type shiv or something like that. Brings on bad juju because there's inscriptions on it. Might be the first actual horror movie to where you might actually see some skin. Uh-oh. What the hell's happening here? Oh! Jesus Christ, dude. That's unexpected. Bro, you better fight and keep her ass. Not a loser. What was that? Homie, yeah, you better reach for that silver knife. The hell was that? Just an arm, just a hand grabbing, and then 2 hours earlier, North Wales. Okay. Fugitive? Oh! Quite proficient. Hand to hand.
What's the real trick to survival? Lies not in running and hiding, but in removing your enemies.
There we
Shoot
go.
the dog.
Why would you shoot the dog?
Sorry, sir, what? Take the weapon and use it. During the selection process, you are under my command.
That's a messed up order.
Finish the job, shoot the dog.
Shoot it! No, stop!
What use are you to my team if you can't even kill a dog?
I just will not kill that dog for no reason.
You'll bend, Cooper. I don't need a man of conscience.
Nah, I agree with the soldier there, but...
I need men of action.
You sick fucking bastard!
It's just a dog. That's all.
You don't.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to get your ass kicked, cuz. And it's not like if they kill you, they can't be like it's a training accident. Just saying.
Send him back to his squad.
What the hell is going on here? Somebody clue me in. So we start off with two lovers camping. She gives him a silver knife with inscriptions on it, and they're about to take and do the bow, get the bow chicka wow wow going on, and have a hand just unzip and then go to pull her, and he's fighting to keep her, and I don't know if it ripped her in half or what happened, but all of a sudden just a spray of blood, and then he cuts to this training exercise, and that was 2 hours previous in Wales. Now we're 4 weeks later in the Highlands of Scotland. I'm guessing they're going to be related somehow. Are they doing another training exercise? That's a bad spot for a helo to land, I'll tell you that. Just that uneven, rugged terrain right there.
I want a good, clean disposal! I want a secure landing zone!
It doesn't really touch down. It's just down enough to let them out. So, okay. Makes sense. Alright, so we've got... Alright, the title of the movie being Dog Soldiers. I'm makes sense training exercise. So are they called dog soldiers because like they have dogs with them or something? Like, is there a reason for the dog? I'll stop and I'll keep going. For those of you that might take and stumble on this and you're new to the channel, this being a movie reaction, yes, I will be talking quite a bit. I have to do heavy edits on this, so that way, number one, it takes and transforms things, and it gets things through because of the commentary and critique that is added because with that, fair use and things of that nature. So, full reaction, Patreon. Otherwise, I'm trying to keep. I will be trying to keep enough context throughout the editing to at least if you don't do that, you're not missing a whole lot. So, but yeah. That being said, so what are those yellow things at the front of their rifles? That's my question. Is it for training purposes?
Cooper, I want a position and bearing. I want to be the move in 3 minutes.
That one guy, the one that's giving the orders, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Right then, time sync. I've got 0730 coming up in 3, 2.
Left me watch at the barracks, Sarge.
I take a breather every once in a while, son. You live longer.
The most important football match of my life is playing tonight, and I'm stuck up the backside of beyond with a full-on footy war.
Yeah, well, it's nothing.
Oh, I understand why they're upset.
You know exactly who we were up against.
Special forces, you plonker. Well, bollocks to them.
Now, if we do happen to make a contact, I expect nothing less than gratuitous violence from the lot of you. Fired down, right? You get stuck in and you kick their fucking teeth out, or I guarantee you, Joe, they will be having your bollocks.
I love the banter so far. That's definitely, yeah, that makes the banter definitely right on par.
Right then, Coop, what we got?
We're here. The front line is here. AWACS reports enemy positions.
I've seen him in stuff too. So these two have definitely been in stuff that I've seen before.
A river crosses the line through a gorge 30 or 40 feet deep. And it's certain to have a patrol on it.
Hey, listen to me. I know you think it was a piss poor call, you failing selection and all of that, but I've got to say I'm not sorry. Listen, the only people who go looking for trouble are kamikazes, glory boys, and pack up your troubles, put your brains in first gear and start tabbing. Spoonie, you're on point.
So I'm guessing they've got to get from point A to point B without...
Twatter!
From point A to point B without getting either exposed or making contact with the Special Forces group.
Cracking story about this place.
You know what?
People disappear out here. Happens all the time.
Oh, horror stories. Okay.
The paper said it was a monster like the Beast of Bodmin Moor, but no one's been caught. Every year, more and more people come through here.
Well, Dad, you're gonna have that's just called that's elevated odds right there. If something happening, more people that roll through somewhere. Say more cars you add to a highway, the higher the chance of accidents. Oh, they've already been set on then. Oh, okay.
Contact camp. Tell them the flock is heading for the fold.
So they're not very... They either aren't very aware of their surroundings or just the fact they're going in the straight line. They don't have anybody for scout reasons.
Only one thing guaranteed to put the shits at me. A penalty shootout.
A penalty shootout?
What about you, Coop?
Spiders and women.
I want to know what scares a Sarge.
Piss off, man. Nothing scares a Sarge.
I don't know about that. No, there's one thing actually in particular that I remember till the day that I die. Yeah, it's back in '91. Me and this young fella called Eddie Oswald decided to go and get a tattoo done to commemorate our first trip in. Me and Eddie, we went and had a few drinks. We had a lot of drinks. And we went down to the tattoo parlor. He said that his soul still belonged to God, but his flesh, and it was up to Satan to save his skin.
Oh, that sounds like a winning formula for success.
Anyway, about 6 days later, we were making a regular sweep along the Iraqi border, and Eddie had triggered an anti-tank mine.
The red mist.
And by the time we picked ourselves up off the deck, Eddie was gone. This big fucking red circle, 100 meters. I'll tell you something, lads, it really puts things in perspective. Really did our nuts in that day was when you came across a bit you recognised. The thing that really freaked us out that day was when Left-Hand Charlie found a bit of Eddie with a tattoo on. This bit was perfect. And there's old Nick chortling his fucking arsehole off at us. Satan did indeed save his skin, just not all of it. Or you could say that Eddie was just unlucky.
It's a hell of a story. I give them that. Like, so we're 17 minutes into this, and this is going to be one of those ones that kind of build up, I guess. And hopefully it's like goes like it either builds tension really, really good and keeps things the pacing right along, because that's one of the things that, upon reflection on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is the fact that there were some parts where it's like, oh, these chase scenes shorten them by about, I don't know, 4 minutes each. Because it just ruins the pacing of the movie. So I'm hoping this is a build up to some tension and some stuff that allows for a breakneck approach towards the end to the end of the movie, basically. But the portrayal here of this unit, number one, very tight knit. You can tell with the banter back and forth and everything of that nature, and that story right there that he's telling. Like I like this. This is really good. Whoever wrote the script, they did a jam up job up to this point, especially with this kind of portrayal.
Eddie Oswald.
To Eddie.
So anyway, this bloke walks into a pub, right? The dog under his...
What?
The dog, and to his surprise, the dog turns around.
What the hell?
Doing okay?
No, man, I think I've shit myself.
Well, yeah, I could see the reason why.
Is it dead? Oh, yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, he did.
These aren't entry wounds. More like teeth marks.
You saying, Cooper?
Get on the radio, Bruce.
Now, there's no way I'm about to break radio silence because you lot got spooked by a dead fly fucking cow.
What the hell? Like that you just have a cow fall from the sky, essentially.
First, Cooper and I will leave at 0 and 100 hours. And in the meantime...
Granted, the other unit could be messing with him, but bite marks and stuff of that nature, like that's was wholly unexpected. Oh, something's watching him. I bet he feels like he's being watched too. Look behind you, crackhead. Well, it just happens rapidly. What is it doing? Like, what's doing this?
Cow came in from this direction, straight off the edge.
Yeah, well, it's good of it to leave some breadcrumbs for us to follow, eh?
Looking for trouble.
No, Cooper. Just looking. I'm curious. It's on the way. Come on, lads.
So they're going to take and look for how far or where the cow come from. Okay. Instead of taking it actually whatever the mission is? Like, is that what's going on here? Cow must have stumbled into it because nothing around it is broken other than that limb right there.
Oh, now what?
That's not good if they're sending up flares. Oh, something nefarious has happened here, that's for sure. Take out the whole crew? Well, they had a whole command center and everything.
This is getting more boring by the minute.
We've got casualties to locate. So, ditch your Bergens. Salvage whatever weapons you can find. So, if Little Red Riding Hood should show up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to chin the bitch.
I love that. If Little Red Riding... Bro... That's one of the greatest things I think I've ever heard in any movie with any kind of military or otherwise. If Little Red Riding Hood shows up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, chin the bitch. I love, that might be my favorite line I've heard in a extremely long time from any form of media. That was fucking gold. Again, whoever did the scripting on this, jam up job. Absolutely. That right there by itself, like that should be a bumper sticker, a t-shirt, something. I absolutely love that.
On emergency airlift immediately. Come on, lads.
Whoa! Shit, the jump scares on this.
Help me. What happened here?
Do not tell me you fucking know him.
Captain Ryan.
He looked like he took on Jack the Ripper and came last.
I can patch him up, but he needs a medic right now.
We're working on it, Captain.
Sarge.
Not now, Spoon. You're receiving. All right, Bruce, stay on it, see what you can do. Terry, this team must have had their own comms kit. Have a look round, see if you can find it.
I'm guessing that's a
There's
no.
only supposed to be one. How's he doing here?
All I know is he's special forces. But this
What do you mean, some kind of covert action?
covert action or not, they're packing all kinds of weird shit.
There was only supposed to be one!
What's he on about, Sarge?
Terry, get back on Stag now.
In front of my eyes!
He's off on one, Sarge. If you don't get him somewhere warm soon, he's gonna die of
care, but in about half an hour, it's gonna be dark.
Does anybody copy?
Like that didn't.
Any joy?
Fuses are blown. I also found this. It's attached inside.
They fixed it so we can't fucking win.
No, Terry, it's probably some joker didn't want Joe to hear the footy results. Right, lads, ditch your 80s. From here on in, the exercise is well and truly over.
It won't make any difference.
Oh, yeah.
They won't die.
Yeah, well.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what is that?
Nice one. When we're clear, you fall back. We're going to be there to cover you. Right, off you go. Right, lads, let's have it through the long grass. Double time. Go! Come on.
So whatever they were out there hunting got to them, and it's not very nice, that's for sure. Okay, so the jump scares on this are pissing me off just because they're so wholly unexpected. Just out of nowhere, like coming up with a gun, like, what the fuck is going, like, so, again, scripting jam up job because it's 3 times, and each time I've been completely unexpecting it. Let's see, I've went through Nightmare on Elm Street, Threads, Poltergeist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like 2 jump scares total. I've already beaten that with this movie right here. So, we're on to something here, apparently. So, yeah. Don't stay too long. Oh, he's too jittery, too jumpy. Oh, he got a jam. It's MP5 though. MP5s aren't. Uh-oh. He done got separated. Why would you throw down the gun? What the hell was that? So he just wasn't paying attention, freaked out, and impaled himself. Bro, y'all better get out of that. I mean, run. Is that a werewolf? It looks like a werewolf. Yep, that's got to be a werewolf.
Bruce.
Lupine activity. All right, just what you want to see.
Get out of it! Jesus, I'm bin, mate!
He said no heroics, you bloody hypocrite.
Oh, he's an order! Incoming!
Close, old fat man! Here! Come on, come on!
Bro, he's gonna lose those entrails and he's gonna be dead. See, I didn't pay attention to when they showed the moon and it showed a full moon. So, okay, so werewolves, that would explain it. They don't have silver bullets, so their regular ammo is not going to do a freaking thing other than piss them off. But now you got somebody bloody because the hand, he's food basically. You know, this being a supernatural, maybe you should have just left it. Because you are not going to kill this. Not without some silver. Definition of apex predators when it comes to the supernatural beings. Oh, he almost got run to hell over.
Get in!
Oh, shit!
Get in and get going. It's not going to go fast enough, though. Go! Its claws can rip through! Get out of there! What are you doing? Yeah, like I said. About to say, you need to rock the damn thing back and forth.
Everybody okay back there? Any more casualties, Spoon?
No, I'm all right.
Bruce is gone. He's gone.
You better hope y'all don't break down neither before you get out of their area, because their territory is quite massive.
Thank you.
It's okay. What happened?
What happened? We were attacked.
You were here.
I heard gunfire last night. I knew someone was out there.
2 men are down. Both need medical attention.
There's only one farm in this glen.
Bro, he's gonna wind up with an infection, but they're gonna follow their prey, so there's that. All right, so this is one of those things where the pacing is, we've went from hectic action to now we've got this. It seems like we got a lull that might be coming because they're having to take and stop off for medical care, but still the middle of the night. They're having to stop somewhere to actually bandage up and dress a wound. We still got that tension that's been built by this attack. Hands down, werewolf. You got, now they're being chased by this werewolf. So even though might have this little bit of lull, I have a feeling it's probably not going to last too long. The pacing, whenever you've got tension built in, the pacing can kind of be lax for a minute or two or three on screen because that tension has been built. And as long as they keep the tension and build upon what they've already took and got in, you can have that little bit of a wane. So I'm liking this. I'm very much liking this.
Hello?
Might just need to take a kick in the door.
Stand back.
There you go, back to back, breach. Are they gonna be the werewolves? That's a question, or have they been gotten by the werewolves? Got a fire going. Stand to reason, it's fire going like that. It's not been long made. You still got logs in there that are full like that. They're not fully burnt, so.
Pigs, little pigs. We've come to nick your video.
Pot boiling. Are they hiding from the werewolves too? There gonna be a bathroom or something? So where's the owners?
All clear.
What the fuck happened back there, Cooper?
I don't know, mate.
But I hope she's got some answers. But I hope she ain't one of them. Well, full moon.
All clear upstairs.
Unless she's got control of transformation powers.
Setting down.
What? No.
Still hot, lads.
Wait, you can't just help yourself.
I'm chin strapped.
Come on.
See? Now look what I'm doing.
Bro, it's surprising he's still alive.
Miss, where is the nearest phone?
50 miles as the crow flies.
What about the nearest population centre?
You mean a town? Well, Fort William, but it's at least a 4-hour drive.
Sarge is in serious trouble if we don't. You seem to know these roads. Will you take us?
Right now, fine.
Well, he's not looking like he's too happy on that.
Car about. Joe, help Sarge. Terry, watch him.
You're going to have two that potentially turn, I believe, because, if I'm not mistaken, you get scratched or bit, but you're not killed by a werewolf. It infects you with the werewolf stuff, so. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Okay. And that was done quietly.
Don't stare back. Go!
God, Sam!
Shut the dog up!
Oh.
don't have a fucking go, like! Joe, Spoon, looks like we're staying. You know what to do. I want a secure perimeter.
Terry, you okay?
Got a real craving for a kebab.
I'll take that as a yes. Terry, where you're at, stick the kettle on. Could all do with a brew.
Brits and their tea.
This was supposed to be a routine training exercise, and that's all.
So this wasn't a rescue mission?
What?
A rescue mission for who?
Well, they're still moving around out there, but they're keeping a distance.
They're smart. You've seen what they can do. My guess is they're doing exactly what you'd be doing. This is no ordinary enemy.
No kidding. How about you tell them what they are? Because I don't think most of them are figured out.
You know what this reminds me of? Rock's Drift. 100 men of Harlech making a desperate stand against...
I don't know if you're exactly outnumbered, but you're outmatched. So you got that.
You're bloody loving it.
What are we talking about here, wolves?
Not entirely wolf, nor all human, but something in between. I thought you might be here because of them, but I guess not. Just don't be an arsehole.
How you feeling?
Touch gas. And the fact that various body parts trying to vacate the premises.
Heads up!
Well, you're shooting without...
Shot controlled bursts!
Yeah, you're going to take and go through ammo if not.
Gonna need your help here, miss.
My name is Megan, and I know how to kill.
I need to get some super glue and some whiskey, all right?
I'll see what I can do.
Come on.
I wouldn't help me. Where are we going, Coop?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Bro, he's losing way too much blood. Bro, why are you just rifling through people's stuff? Now, if that's overlaid with silver in any way, that'll come in handy. Otherwise...
Super glue sticks together your fingers. This stuff was developed for the Vietnam War to patch up broken soldiers. Give it.
Is it your birthday, Coop?
No, mate.
Is it my birthday? Hey!
No.
Yeah. Fuck!
Yeah, I'm wondering about him because it happened to him a lot later than it a lot earlier than it happened to the Sarge. So my question is, how does it affect him?
I'll tell you something, miss, right? This geezer here, right, is my best mate. Marry my sister. If I had one. I'll tell you what, I love him. I love you like the mate that I love.
She's a smart ass. I love that.
Cooper, knock me out! Hit me! I'll see you hit me!
Go.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of I like how they've done this because we've definitely still got the tension, but this is a bit of a break, and it's not so much a break, but it brings a sense of almost, because there's some funny stuff he's saying, right? The way he's acting. Of course, it's because he's painkillers and chasing it with whiskey, so he's loopy at this point. He's still feeling it, but he's loopy. But he's in that "I love you, man" stage of being loopy, like you take and get with too much alcohol, or you get a little bit too high. And you've still got attention though, because of what's hanging over top of them. But this moment of kind of comedic levity here, I'm absolutely loving this. Like, this is just top notch. Absolutely killer.
So how long you lived around here?
2 years. Came here for the wildlife. I was fascinated by the
You
possibility.
can't seriously believe in werewolves.
Straight out of college, I'd have loved.
I'm about to say, you got all the evidence in the world, but then again, he's playing to an archetype here, so I mean, it makes sense, but...
Everyone tooled up?
To the nines.
Right, Terry, look sharp. The rest of you, we stand here and we fight, right? Any questions? You want to run it past the boys?
Lycanthropes.
You what?
That's werewolves to you and me.
Before you dismiss it offhand, think about what you've seen and heard. The full moon. For a whole year now, I've tracked these things. I've studied them, tried to understand them. During that time, at least 15 people have vanished. Hikers mostly. I've never witnessed the actual slaughter, but the next day, no bodies, no werewolves.
Slow down, Spoon. Now, Megan may have a point. I'm still not convinced that these things didn't just escape from the local nut house.
This is so fucking bone.
Anything else?
What does bone mean?
Bone. Bollocks.
His being here is hazy at best.
If I could tell you, I would.
Well, I think it'd be time to soften hip a little bit.
He's with special ops.
My being here is a moot point, since I'm now in as much shit as you are.
Crying like a baby, you were.
That was then. Circumstances change.
So what was he doing out there?
I have an idea. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Kind of think of it, Ryan. How you feeling? You won't mind if I have a look at that wound of yours?
I'd just as soon you didn't. Get back!
Yep, it's healed.
What are you gonna do?
You have another one
Torture
going
him?
crazy.
Don't know. What would you do?
I'd torture him.
I like her. Bro, she is. Uh-oh.
They shut down the generator.
Why would they do that?
Because they can see in the dark.
And you...
They're on the move.
All right, this is it. We've only got one stun grenade apiece, so only use them if absolutely necessary.
Probably the family that lives in that house, because they're not there.
Keep an eye on Ryan. If he tries anything, pan him.
Chasing that first kiss.
If you're not there for us, we're not here for you.
Well, that's one way to get rid of him. But the fact that his wound is already closed means that he's already begun the transformation process. As long as there's still a full moon out. If you're stuck there for longer than this evening, he will turn. I think I'd be finding silverware and melting it down and putting it on bullets. Oh yeah, I would definitely be looking for some silver.
Fuck! Fire in the hole!
Get away from the window. Get away from the window. Again, why didn't you get away from the freaking window?
Come on!
Oh yeah, he's in trouble.
Cheers, mate.
I'd be using that sword a little bit more often. Uh-oh. We are definitely in trouble here. That's not happening. That's 1d6 worth of bashing damage. That's it. Each one of those is about 2d4 worth of piercing damage. So, you know. They are definitely into shit. I don't know about outnumbered, but you definitely don't have the firepower. I'd be finding some silverware that's actually, and praying that it's actually silver. I'd turn that stove as high as it could possibly go, stick that down in there and try to melt it. I'd be looking for a handheld torch or something. Like, I'd be doing something, trying to melt some stuff down, dip a couple bullets in it, give it a few minutes and let it harden up a bit, chamber that shit and go to town. What? That's about the only way this is going to happen.
Dogs, more like pussies.
Should have got away from the window.
Squad's yours, mate.
I think at this point everybody's figured out that the squad is his. Yeah, you ain't gonna die. You've got the thing in you too now. So
They took Terry.
Let me go and get him back.
Too fucking right.
Forget about him. He's dead, Cooper, and you know it.
Jet!
something tells me that that's possibly made of silver.
Do you have any idea what kind of luck you had running into me out there tonight?
I thought you ran into us.
Even if anyone did come by, they'd only end up lands with a slaughter like you.
But if the Sarge's condition deteriorates, you'll have less than 4.
Yeah, he's plotting. Like that dude's plotting big time.
Tell me, honestly, what are our chances?
Well, seems good, considering.
Up until today, you believed there was a line between myth and reality. Those things out there are real. If they're real, what else is real?
So why worry, Cooper? You may not live that long.
Shut your mouth. Supposed to be lucky.
For me or the rest of the rabbit.
You'll need a lot more than luck this time.
We can survive till sunrise. That's all that matters. It's just a few more hours.
Wait a minute, am I missing something here?
I know him. I was seconded to his team during their first visit here.
All clear?
Yeah.
You want to
Now
kill
we
them
got
all?
more truth coming out.
Well, we might have pissed on our chips. We've only got 2 full mags for the MP5s, 6 rounds for the shotgun.
She needs to be questioned a little bit more. Like, she knows enough to where she could be one.
Filled those things with lead and they just kept on getting up and coming back at us. 60 rounds, man, in the last 2 minutes.
Brilliant. We either stay and snuff it or we all go.
Do any of you know how to hotwire a car? They keep an old Land Rover in the barn. I don't know where the keys are, but if...
Anyway, the further I am from this wanker, the happier I'll be.
You're gonna need a decoy. Something fast and loud.
What? You what?
You're serious about this werewolf thing, aren't you?
Afraid so.
Shit.
Everyone get ready.
Bollocks.
Good luck, mate.
You don't get off the hook that easy.
So you got a decoy, and I'd just let the dog out. Boom. Woof, 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 woof.
Come and have a go if you think you're not enough! Well, come on, you beauties!
They took the bait.
So one runs one way, one runs the other way. Give him a helping hand. Pull him in. Oh, shit. Blinded that damn thing. It's only gonna last for so long. Go! What are you doing? I say, get out and go, dude.
Behind me, aren't you?
I'm gonna fucking have you!
I mean, that was a dumbass idea, but okay. Oh, there goes that idea. And he's up on his feet like nothing happened. Yeah, y'all might as well just go ahead and kill them. So now you're down another man.
Well, she's in a bad way. Fuel pump's gone. Fan belt's bugging. What's the damage, Spoon?
We're down to 48 rounds.
Check the right. Maybe one or two of us are gonna make it through this. I don't care much for our chances.
You just can't get past the dog, can you?
We're losing, Ryan. We're 3-0 down.
I understand your resentment, but you failed because you weren't prepared to take that extra step. Ever heard of Special Weapons Division? They're the men in white coats who train dolphins. They saw an opportunity and called me in.
To do what? Catch one of these things?
We underestimated enemy numbers.
Underestimated? I'd have a serious word with your head shed about...
I want to know where we fit in.
You're expendable, and I had approval.
Oh.
I made a gap in enemy lines. You were good enough to spot it and predictable enough to go for it.
They gotta slit his fucking throat right there, just saying. Oh yeah, he's changing. Yeah, that first transformation is a mofo, ain't it? So I made the statement earlier about the about the book being 1d6 bashing damage. It'd be more like 1d4 bashing damage, but you know, the piercing being like 1d4 or maybe 1d8 bashing damage. I played a lot of like D&D, Vampire the Masquerade. There's even a werewolf game from White Wolf, and just movies that involve stuff like this. That's just what it makes me think of for whatever reason. One of the things in the mythology, at least that's put into the games, I don't know if there's mythology on the actual transformations and actual myths that take and surround werewolves. I know the silver bullet and stuff like that. That's definitely part of it. But the transformation, at least the first couple times, it's very, very painful for the person that undergoes it. So it's the reason why I just said, yeah, the transformation. So some of this, I'm definitely taking and pulling from some of my background from tabletop role plays. But the fact that, number one, his wound healed. Number two, the fact that the Sarge, his guts were hanging, and now he's up like nothing happened. Keep an eye on homie. That's all I'm getting at. You might have your super soldiers and you don't even realize it yet. And him and the two that are in command, they've been in a lot of stuff. I know I've seen him, and I can't remember the shows or the movies I've seen them in, but they've been in stuff.
Bad dog. Fetch!
Go and get done! I've got target!
There goes all your ammo now. 28 rounds. There it goes, right there. And he's going to have a vendetta
Werewolves
for sure.
spend most of their time in human form, right?
So these things aren't about to give up the fight and go home.
They are home.
Yeah, well, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Well, she don't like that idea.
Self-respecting werewolf would have anything silver in the house anyway. Everything we've seen so far suggests the behavior of a pack. 6 to 8 members, an alpha pair leading the subordinates. A wolf pack sticks together, generally somewhere close to its food supply, somewhere safe.
You're gonna have to move like shit off a shovel on this one, mate.
Well, you worry about your own shit already.
What about the Sarge?
What about the Sarge?
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's realizing too.
Stay out of trouble.
He'd be number one distraction right there. Send his throw a ball, send his ass, or just send him out there, let him be barking, and create a diversion.
You all right?
I mean, I feel absolutely fantastic. That's a problem, isn't it? Hey, you get the fuck out now. I hold them back, I keep them occupied, and you get out. What happened to Ryan is happening to me.
Shifty bastard could have been one of those things from the start.
You know, Coop, there's one more thing you got to learn about command. Sometimes the people that you kill are your own men. So I'm asking you, let me take care of myself.
All clear.
What do? Drive that thing. What we got going on here? He's going on a suicide mission, ain't he? Yeah. Get another match! Oh, that is freaking awesome. Otherwise...
When I found you out there tonight, I truly believed you were the best chance I had of getting out. There is no out. There never was.
Oh,
There is no house in the next glen, and there were no werewolves in the barn when it blew.
Not one.
Same old shite.
Being nice to women will get you nowhere, Cooper. You may think they're all bitches, but I'm the real thing.
So she held her transformation off. Yeah, they've been at it for a while then.
Do you think I like being part of this fucked up family? Do you think I chose to... But now you're out of luck, and I'm out of time, and all we can do. They were always here. I just unlocked the door. It's that time of the month.
Somebody had to put it out of his misery. Right. Please stop fucking about. I'm fucking stuffed in an order.
Well, those MP5s taking jam up way too easy on there. Well, it's time to get out of there.
Come on!
Yeah, it's time to... Oh no, you're in trouble now, I think.
What?
I'm in the coffee. I'm in the...
Some big old ugly mugs. Yeah, you're gonna box a freaking werewolf. I'd have found my way out. Bro, there's no boxing a werewolf. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, get out of it, you bastard! I do not enter Mars!
You're about to be dog meat. There's silver in it. That'll gonna do some damage.
I hope I give you the shits, you fucking wimp.
You fucker! Fucking tricky! Go away!
Robbie getting out of there.
You're stuck in me! Get out of here!
That's not gonna do shit but piss him off.
Let's get the wardrobe, son. Open your mouth! Watch the ears! Mind your toes!
Drop down to the bottom and get a move on. Get out of there.
Where's spoon?
There is no spoon.
No, you...
Bro, you're not gonna hold him out. Like, get out of that place. At this point, your best bet's to turn the flame off, turn the propane up.
You have got to make it out alive. This happened. Not just for me.
Oh, he's about to turn. Oh yeah, he's turning. You better get out of there, cuz. Get out of there. Get running. There you go. Extinguish the flame. Turn it up. Light it up. Or that. That works too. There we go. Now, granted, really haven't had enough time for anything to come through and, you know, fill the room, but... Oh yeah, he's 100% in that process. Well, there's that. But you'd kill the man up underneath too, because that's gonna all over. Something tells me the woman lives somehow. I got a bad guess on that one.
Stop.
What the hell?
Ryan.
Oh, yeah, he's infected now. Unless he's not hitting him with claws, but hitting him with closed fists. They found the silver knife. Oh, he dead now.
I think it's all over. It is now.
The silver through the chest, bullet to the head. Yep. He donezo for sure for that. Hell, just the silver in the chest alone would have taken him out. Okay, that might be my favorite thing I've watched thus far for these horror movies and stuff leading up to Halloween. This right here, that was kick ass. That was fucking awesome. Like that's top notch. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Number one, just the concept of werewolves is not really anything new for horror movies, right? I think this might be the best done werewolf movie I believe I might have seen. Now, granted, I'm not very well versed in horror movies at all, but just starting off with having this silver knife that's taken and given to a boyfriend from a girlfriend. It's got these inscriptions on it, but it's a silver knife. And later that afternoon, as they're trying to take and do the hanky panky, she gets ripped out. They're both killed. And then you see the special forces unit, and of course, Coop trying to train with him. He won't kill the dog. He takes and fails the training, but we see his unit later on, and because Ryan remembers Cooper, well, then he figures way to get rid of possible, trouble in the future or whatever, because they're tracking werewolves. So you've got this military aspect to this, and the pacing on this was fantastic. There was a bit of tension that was built, and it kind of was ever present once they got into the weeds with it, and even that little bit of comedic break, as far as I think it was kind of funny, some of the stuff the Sarge was saying there as he was being glued up. But the female, like I said a couple, is like, bro, she's letting know more than she's letting on, and yeah, she's part of the pack, and she was going to use it as a way out. Too much cat and mouse, though. It just did not lend itself to any kind of fortuitous escape for them, unfortunately. And Cooper being the only one that gets out along with the family dog. This was it's one of my favorite movies I've reacted to thus far. Like, this is, I think, even as far as reactions are concerned, this might be a top 5 thing I've reacted to, like, just right off the rip, because this is so well done, and I enjoyed this so stinking. I had no clue what this was going into it. That's the other thing. Like, I seen the title of the movie, right? Dog Soldiers. A group of special forces go into the Scottish Highlands, and that was the entire description. I'm like, well, let me look it up. Is it horror? And Dog Soldiers, British horror film, because I was like, is Dog Soldiers a UK film? British horror film. I was like, that's all I need to know. I don't want to take and know too much. So just the fact that it said British horror film, I'm like, well, I've been doing horror film reactions up to this point, to take and lead up to Halloween. I'm like, y'all will see Threads at some point in time. This is definitely going to be on the channel before Threads, though. I'm like, definitely want to take and do it. I'm so glad. This was stellar. Absolutely absolutely stellar. This was just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And the fact that Cooper, the sergeant, realized that I'm making the I'm starting to, something ain't copacetic here, something ain't right, because I feel too good. My wound shouldn't look like this. He was on death's door just like Ryan was. The fact he realized that he's trying to tell him, hey, y'all get out. Let me make the last stand here. Should have taken that offer, in my opinion. But I understand you don't want to take and leave your men behind. And even though, because he's still your commanding officer, you don't want to, or your platoon leader, or whatever. You don't want to take in, or your unit leader. You don't want to leave him behind. So I get it. You get that military mindset, but just the fact, the wherewithal, the self-awareness there. It just, yeah. And the ending of it with Ryan after he's taken and actually transitioned to being a werewolf, coming for him, and the dog attacking him, finding that silver knife in the chest, bullet in the head. Like almost like this is almost, in my opinion, a perfect movie as far as horror genre is concerned. Had jump scares, built tension, entertaining as all hell. Like, it's just this again. I think this might be top 5 as far as reactions I've done since I've started reacting to stuff. That killer of a movie, in my opinion. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know I sure did. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.